All right, let's do this. All right, it ain't too bad. Luckily, I dropped off the forms trailer yesterday, which now I realize was a really good plan, because if I had to pull this trailer today, it would be a nightmare. You can see he has a road up to here coming the other way, so we're gonna be fine once it dries up a little. Man, I can't believe how humid it is. The minute I got this camera out of the truck, the lens started fogging up, so hopefully it'll quit fogging up so I can show you guys what we're gonna do here. How about that? All right, so this laser level self-levels, and once it's level, it starts to spin and shoots a laser that we can then later pick up on the receiver, and it'll tell us when everything is level. So what they're doing now is they're squaring up the foundation. They use the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and that gives them the precise dimension for the diagonal. Once you have your hypotenuse, which is your diagonal dimension, if it's not exactly that, then something is wrong. We also use metal tapes that keep them from stretching. Never use anything other than metal, or you can stretch it and get an error on your dimensions. So we have a video that shows how we square up foundations. Go ahead and check it out and you'll understand exactly what we're doing here. The front of the house is going to be out that way towards the road, which they also have a pond out there, so it's going to be a very nice view. Leroy's on the way now with the dumpster. Like you guys saw in the last episode, we put a dumpster on every job site. So that happens on day one. Day one, we start the foundation, and we always meet the customers at the location so they can pretty much tell us where they want it. We'll string it up and make sure that they're happy with the location. We set the forms, we drop off a porta potty, and we drop off a dumpster. That happens on day one. But of course, by the time we show up on day one, we already took soil samples and we already have the slab engineered. So a lot goes on before we even break ground. All right, it's actually a very nice day. It's just super wet. The ground is wet, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. So this is our forms trailer. Like I said, I dropped it off yesterday, which was a very good move because it rained like hell. So because I dropped it off yesterday, we're able to work today. So we use panel forms for all of our jobs. And the reason for that is they are stronger. They give you a better finish on the side of the forms. You can keep them plumb a lot better, and they are more efficient. They're a lot more efficient than just doing 2x6s or 2x12s. The reason they're a lot more efficient is because they are stiffer, you need a lot less forms, or a lot less stakes and a lot less braces. The other thing is you have the exact same labor if your form is 12 inches off the ground as if it was 24 inches off the ground, because you just have a different panel, but the labor is the same. When we used to do forms that were 2x6s or 2x12s, we used to have to cut up a lot of lumber. So we had just to constantly buy lumber, which we don't have to anymore. So I don't know if you guys are starting to catch on or not, but on the last couple of videos, I've been going into a lot of detail about what we're doing and how we're doing it. In past shows, we kind of been showing you what we do, and you kind of get the bits and pieces here and there. I'm trying to structure the show going forward to where we can show you in detail how we do stuff. Pretty much, if you wanted to build your own Barndominium, I want you to watch this show or this channel, and hopefully you'll be able to learn enough that you can do your own Barndominium. Obviously, if you like the way we do it and you don't want to mess with it, then I would like for you to hire us to do it for you. But if you're gonna do it yourself, or even if you're not gonna do it yourself, but you're gonna have somebody else do it for you, maybe outside of our build area, at least you are educated enough that you'll be able to tell if they're doing it correct or not, or at least the way we do it. I'm starting to think about changing the format of the show to where we can do a series, and you guys can follow along, and we're just gonna have to go into just very detailed instructions on how we do stuff. Kind of like I'm telling you about this lab, what we do on day one, all that good stuff. We're gonna be able to maybe share prints with you so you guys can follow along, and we're trying to figure out how we're gonna do all that, okay? So don't hold me to that right now, but that's kind of in the mix of ideas for now. I hope you guys enjoy the news that I just gave you, because that's where this show is headed. So if you haven't subscribed, guess what? You're just gonna miss out. If you don't want to miss out, go ahead and subscribe now, because it's coming, and it's coming sooner than later. That's a 36 volt saw that he's using right now, and I mean, he's just tearing through those 2x4s. Man, that saw works pretty good. That's a warm drive saw too, so it's got plenty of power. Here comes Leroy. You missed it, dummy.
Is it on the left or right?
On the right. You just passed it.
All right, bye.
All right. All right, so Leroy just missed it. Obviously. I'm glad I was here. Otherwise, he would have been going up and down the road all day. Did I mention he's one of my best guys? Look, it's Leroy.
Hey, I made it.
I'm Leroy, and I'm lost.
The GPS took me further. It was still saying to go further down about another 0.2 miles. I'm not lying to you.
He's lying.
I'm not lying.
He's lying.
Who locked it? Why do you like to get this stuff, right?
There you go, Leroy.
Thank you, Leroy.
You want me to move my truck?
No. Let me move this truck back a little bit more.
You're gonna hit my truck.
I ain't gonna hit your truck.
You better not hit my truck, Leroy. Move my truck, Leroy.
Yeah, you better move your truck.
Go move it.
My luck, our luck.
Yeah.
It'll just slide right straight into it.
Now, if you hit the white one from there, I'll buy you lunch. There it goes. Oh yeah.
It would have never even got close to it.
Yeah, it would have been fine.
I seen them where they signed
I
off.
know. Chris did that. He backed it up to the shop.
Yeah.
And he dumped it off, and it rolled and hit the wall.
Really?
Hey, how come that one doesn't have our stickers?
I didn't get to finish putting them all of them.
You had one job, Leroy. Just one. Leroy here, he's got a sprayer, and we're gonna use Roundup to. Sorry you guys had to see that. Anyway, nothing, Leroy.
Oh.
So.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. We're gonna use Roundup inside the forms, and so we can kill all that grass, so that by the time the excavator crew gets here, it's the grass is completely dead. It's gonna make it a lot easier to scrape off.
That means I'm working late. So I start since like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, you got here late.
Because I missed the entrance.
It is almost 11 a.m. and you just got here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, push it in and lock it.
Hold on, I'm just trying it first. Push it in and lock it.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah, really. Doesn't want to lock.
Try the other way, left.
No.
Really, Leroy?
Yeah, really.
Oh my
Can't go
God.
left because then
You know how many comments they're gonna make about this?
there.
Told you to go left.
No? Yeah.
Oh my God. There you go, Leroy.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm sinking. It's wet.
Nasty.
All right, Leroy. So, why did the chicken cross the
To
road?
get to the other side.
Nope.
No? Okay. Did you talk to the chicken? Do you know why?
To get to the idiot's house.
Really?
Yep. Knock, knock. Knock, knock.
Okay, who's there?
The chicken.
The chicken who? The chicken across the road.
Oh my God, you got it, didn't you?
What?
Oh my God, you didn't get it?
What?
I'm gonna start on. All right. Why did the chicken cross the road?
You said to get to the idiot's house.
To get to the idiot's house. Knock, knock. You got it.
This is the kind of stuff I gotta put up with all day. Tell him, why don't you go make a barbecue or something?
Knock, knock.
Get out of here.
Everywhere I step, I sink.
Well, don't step there. Can't you see it's all muddy?
Leroy,
right,
man, you make him work for one day and he gets his attitude. My goodness. I gotta go because I have a meeting and Leroy's gonna stay here and work. Like I say, you guys might want to save this video, pin it or do whatever you need to do because this is not something you see often.
Yeah, I don't usually do pest control.
Anyway, we'll see you next time. We are
Texas Barndominiums.
Texas Barndominiums. You're doing it wrong.
Why am I doing it wrong now? I'm supposed to go in circular motion?